Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital 24H News channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital is reenacting two baby stories. Sasha just received the biggest shock of her life when she realized she had a bun frying in the oven. Brook, Lynn, and Chase are attempting to start a family. We believe that these stories will clash significantly, as is customary in soap operas. When BLQ, Amanda Seton, was with child, she pretended to be someone else. Everyone thought she was going to become a mother after she showed off a fake belly. By hiding the baby in plain sight and nurturing her adorable little child for the first few months of her existence, she managed to save Maxie, Kirsten Storms, when her lies took a turn for the worst. We are all aware of the tragedy that befell Sasha's first kid. Sasha almost shattered when she lost baby Liam. She plunged into a profound abyss of sadness after burying her husband and son. Despite the circumstances, some people consider her pregnancy to be a miracle for her. Does Sasha agree? We must acknowledge that Sasha is expecting a married man's child, and to make matters worse, Michael, Chad Duell, is leaving town shortly. Read more about why here. When it comes to parenting, his departure will leave her high and dry. Given that plus the fact that her parents left her, Sasha might not want to be a struggling single mother. Thus, we have a couple who are eager to become parents and a pregnant woman with an uncertain future sharing a home. Brook, Lynn, and Chase, played by Josh Swickard, might start considering Sasha as a potential solution if they are having trouble getting pregnant. It would be great for Chase and Brook Lynn to adopt. At first sight, they would fall profoundly and passionately in love with the baby and have their happily ever after. But this might become a major emotional mess for Sasha. Her heart will always long for the child, even if rationally she will regard giving the baby away as doing the right thing. We don't think this solution will work out in the long run. Sasha will eventually realize her mistake and demand her child's return. Furthermore, Chase cannot separate the mother and child because of who he is. At some point, he and BLQ will give the child over. And should receive a surprise pregnancy of their own as a gift. While Curtis and Jordan are giving counsel everywhere, Carly becomes embroiled in another incident that has nothing to do with her. Jordan is seen counseling Isaiah in the next General Hospital spoilers video for Thursday, December 5, 2024, while Curtis is shown counseling TJ. Additionally, Carly gets involved in yet another predicament that is out of her control. Isaiah, Andy Wilson, is told by Jordan, Tanisha Harper, that I cannot let you sign that contract. The weekly teases indicate that Isaiah tells Jordan about personal news. It goes without saying that he informed her of the employment offer he received from the hospital. She probably merely wants Jordan to have a lawyer review his statements before he signs, even if they sound dire in the teaser. TJ, Taj Bello, is counseled by Curtis, Donnell Turner, to not let your anger put you in a box that you can't get out of. If I stop moving, I will fall apart, Molly, Kristen Vaganos, warns Alexis, Nancy Lee Grahn. Are you saying that Jack, Charles Measure, helped Valentine, James Patrick Stewart, escape? Carly, Laura Wright, challenges Anna, Finola Hughes, in another scene. Why is the police commissioner, Anna, telling Carly that she broke the law now? Carly may have made the assumption since Jason, Steve Burton, said he was looking for Valentine for Anna. The answer to our prayers just walked in, Brennan adds, presumably alluding to Jason, who then responds, I'm giving you an out. Accept it. Additionally, according to teasers, Jason extends an offer to Brennan, Charles Measure. It makes sense that Jason would have instructed Brennan to provide Valentine's location, or at least, inform him that Lulu, Alexa Havens, was awake. In exchange for one of two potential outcomes, Jason would agree to carry out a mission for Brennan. Or he'll swear not to inform other law enforcement that Brennan assisted Valentine in escaping from Port Charles. According to Kristen Vaganos, the couple was unable to cope with the anguish of losing the child and Molly's subsequent choice to never have children. On General Hospital, the couple is completely devastated by the untimely death of Molly and TJ's surrogate child. After the devastating loss, Molly decided she no longer wanted children after Rick stood up for Ava in court without holding back. Never. TJ acknowledged that he was disappointed that she was unable to confide in him about her pain. When she made her declaration, he ultimately left the room. Kristen Vaganos talked candidly about the reasons for that breakup. Since they were teenagers, TJ, Taj Bello, and Molly, Kristen Vaganos, have been together. They appeared to be able to handle anything, even choosing a domestic partnership rather a formal marriage. Even when Molly believed TJ was ignoring her, they moved past the fact that she had slept with Brando, the late Johnny Wachter. However, the beginning of the end was in sight for her sister and brother-in-law when Christina lost the child she was carrying after taking a header out of a third-story Metro Court hotel room. The two characters grieve in separate ways, with Molly turning to her work as an escape from the unspeakable sorrow, Vaganos told Soap Opera Digest. To sit in it, to pause and stop and really sit in it with him, is too painful, she said, despite TJ's desire for them to grieve together. She believed that their post-event glances at one another served as a cruel and agonizing reminder of what they had lost. Additionally, she thought Molly had reached her breaking point and had no more strength to handle the situation. Unfortunately, the two were on their way to Splitsville after coming to that realization. You also have the idea that TJ wants to try again, to have a baby, and Molly simply lacks that in her, she added. Vaganos added that since their relationship started in 2012, when other actresses were portraying the roles, she and Bello had gone to considerable measures to make sure they were doing their characters properly. However, the scenes were actually quite taxing to watch, and she said, "We were, like, ugly crying snot all over the place the whole time." It was simply devastating, but it was the conclusion of a very lengthy plot that we had been following for a year. Read about Bello's understanding of TJ's sorrow. Updates and teasers for General Hospital for Wednesday, November 4th. Hint to blame games, shrewd advise, and priceless reunions. Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, plays blame games, Jordan Ashford, Tanisha Harper, offers some shrewd advice, and Laura Collins, Jeannie Francis, and Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens, enjoy a special reunion. At last, Laura returns to her condo for a priceless reunion with Lulu, and the two give each other a strong embrace while crying with happiness. Lulu was informed by Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, of the passing of Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco, and Luke Spencer, Anthony Geary. Laura will still have to deliver some unfavorable news, though. Laura will also have bad news concerning Charlotte Cassadine, Scarlett Fernandez, but she probably talks about Spencer Cassadine, Nicholas Alexander Chavez, and Bobby Spencer, Jacqueline Zaman. She might only be able to inform her that she is currently nowhere to be located and with Valentine Cassadine, James Patrick Stewart. Regarding Michael Corinthos, Chad Duell, and Drew Quartermaine, Cameron Matheson, Jordan offers her ex-husband Curtis Ashford, Donnell Turner, some shrewd counsel. Given that Michael provided evidence that Drew deceived him into becoming CEO of Aurora Media, Curtis might not be certain he can trust any of them. Jordan advises him to play both of them and to be extremely shrewd about it if he wants to win. Particularly if he is playing them against one another, neither can be aware that he is doing so. When Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, must be pursued by Brook Lynn Chase, Amanda Setton, in order to get him to answer his phone, it's clear that something serious is going on. When a tense Brook Lynn asks, "Would you pick up or there will be hell to pay?" That's the suggestion, at least. Cody appears preoccupied and lost in thought. Is it the word, pick up, that causes him to become so preoccupied? Some supplies for the horses the other night were the final items he picked up. The second was a blonde hitchhiker. Is he so preoccupied because he finally realized he had seen her before? He clearly has a tense connection with TJ Ashford, Taj Bello, which is the subject of his relationship with Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaganos. When someone inquires about her, he snarls, "Molly and I are taking a break," clearly upset. Following the most recent court hearing about Ava Jerome, Maura West, and her or Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Monsey, responsibility for the baby's death, the two reached a standstill. He is searching for someone to blame because he doesn't think Irene Ashford's Maslin, death was an accident. Molly had told him that it might have been a terrible accident, and he had hurried away. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.